Okay, so we're continuing to talk about probability, and now we're going to talk about independent and dependent events. And if you just think about the words independent and dependent, you probably can figure out exactly what it means. Independent means that the two events have no effect on each other. Dependent means they do affect each other. So events A and B are blank if the probability that A occurs doesn't affect the probability that B occurs. This is independent, and it's because it doesn't affect it. So we're talking about two events. We've been talking about one event, but we're actually talking about two events and they're happening at the same time. Events A and B are blank if the probability that A occurs somehow changes the probability that B occurs. So this would be dependent. Okay, so let's look at some events and let's determine if they are actually independent or dependent. So number one, tossing one coin and then another. If I toss one coin and then toss another, whatever happens on that first toss, it doesn't matter because it's not going to affect whatever happens on the second toss. So these two events are independent, I'm sorry. They're independent because the two events have no effect on each other. It doesn't matter if I get heads the first time or tails the first time, I'm still going to have the same probability the next time. Number two, for a presentation, a teacher chooses one student's name, then chooses another without replacing the first student's name. Okay, these two events are dependent on each other, and the reason is because it says without replacing. So if I choose somebody's name, and let's say there's 25 people in the class and I choose somebody's name, the probability of me choosing that person is 1 out of 25. But if I take that person and set them to the side because I've already chosen them, now there's only 24 to choose from when I choose a second person. So the probability of choosing a second person is only 1 out of 24. And so the numbers change. When it says without replacing, that means you're not putting it back in, so the probabilities will change. Number three, a card is drawn from a deck of cards and put back. Then a second card is selected. So put back is also called with replacement. The fact that you're putting it back means that the two events will be independent, because whatever happened on the first time you put it back in, the probability of getting the next thing is still the same as it was originally. So let's look at some examples and we'll put it all together at the end. So if it's independent events, then the probability of getting A and B, you multiply probability of A times probability of B. Now, dependent events are the same. You still multiply, but it's not exactly probability of that. It's probability given that something else has occurred. So let's look at the independent ones first. So number one says a coin is tossed and a die is rolled. What's the probability that the coin lands heads up and the number rolled is 6? Because the two events have no effect on each other, we just find each probability. The probability of heads up is 1/2. The probability of getting a 6 would be 1/6. Multiply that and you get 1/12, and then that'll be the answer. So you just look at the two events, you multiply it, and you get an answer. So number two, you toss a coin 4 times. What's the probability of getting tails 4 times? Well, the probability of getting tails 1 time is 1/2. Toss it again, it's still 1/2. Toss it again, still 1/2. Toss it again, still 1/2. So that's 4 times. You just multiply together and you get 1/16. Be careful, don't just do 1/2 times 4. It doesn't work that way. Alright, dependent events. So I told you it's still multiplying, but you have to think about the probability of B given A. That's what this is standing for. That little line there stands for given. And this means you're finding the probability of the second thing, knowing that the first thing happened. So looking at these, let's talk about it. And I told you that most of the time it's without replacement. And so that's why it says don't replace. So a bag has 3 green markers, 3 blue markers, and 2 yellow markers. 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 2, that's an 8. 8 is to the total. You do need to know the total there. You randomly choose one marker and don't replace it. You choose a second marker. Find the probabilities. Okay, so let's find the probability first that you get a green. There's 8 total. There's 3 green, so this would be 3 over 8. But then I'm going to multiply the probability of yellow. Well, what happens here is I consider the fact that I already have a green one, and I set it to the side. There are not 8 anymore because I've already chosen one. Now there's 7 to choose from. And then I'm trying to choose yellow. Well, that means there's 2 yellow still in the box. So I put a 2 there and then I multiply. That would be 6 over 56. And on these you can leave it like that or you can reduce it. It does not matter to me. 6 over 56, if I reduce that, would come out to be 3 over 28. But both of those will be okay. Alright, B, probability of both yellow. Alright, I'm choosing yellow at the beginning, so it's 2 out of the total. Alright, my second yellow, because it says you don't replace it, I have to change. And there's only 7 in the box now. I've already chosen one yellow. There's not 2 to choose from. There's only 1. So I have that. And then I multiply. And so it would be 2 out of 56. Or if you reduce it, 1 over 28. Okay, probability of green and then blue. Okay, green, there's 3 of them. 8 total. Blue, there's 3, but there's not 8 total because I'm still not replacing it. So I have to subtract 1 from 8 to get 7, and then I multiply. And I get 9 out of 56. And it does not reduce, so you can leave it just like that. Okay. Next, if we look at some cards. Here's just a list of cards again if you need them. You can use what we've done before or you can use this. There's 26 red and black. There's 4 suits. 13 cards of each suit. That's diamonds, hearts, clubs, and spades. Ace through king. There's 3 face cards and so on. So number 2 says 3 cards are selected. So we're choosing 3. What's the probability that all 3 cards are diamonds? If they're drawn without replacement, we're not putting them back in. That means I have to change the probabilities. The first of all, the probability that I get a diamond the first time would be 13 out of 52 because there's 52 total cards, 13 diamonds. All right, next time around if I get another diamond, well, there's only 51 cards to choose from, and because I already chose a diamond, there's only 12 more. All right, and then doing it one more time, there's now 50 to choose from, 11, and then you multiply that. I'm just going to multiply it in the calculator. And my calculator will reduce it for me. It gives me 11 over 850. If you have a different answer because you just multiplied the top and the bottom, that's fine, but that's what you get when you reduce it and multiply. Okay. Number 3, what's the probability of drawing 2 aces without replacement? So 2 aces, that means I'm going to have 2 things to multiply. The probability of 1 ace, well, there's 13 cards in each suit, so there's 4 aces. Alright, I've chosen an ace, so I need to get rid of an ace and get rid of a total card. I'm going to multiply that. If you just multiply the top and the bottom, you get 12 over 2652. If you reduce that, you get 1 over 221. Okay, I got a few more problems I want to look at with you to talk about independent and dependent. In case this is helpful for you, it just gives you some more information. Independent and dependent, you multiply. The probability of B with dependent is really the probability of B given A. So we're just remembering that, but we're still just multiplying 2 things together. With replacement means independent and there's no change. Without replacement is dependent and there's a change. Okay? So here's just some more examples where we're trying to figure out if it's independent and dependent, and then we're also figuring out the probability. So the probability of drawing a black card from a standard black of cards, replacing it, then drawing another card. The fact that you're replacing it makes it independent. I'm just going to put an I. Alright, the probability of drawing a black card. Well, there's 26 out of 52, or 1/2. Then drawing another black card, because I put it back in, it's still 1/2, and you get 1/4. That would have been 26 over 52 times 26 over 52 as well. If you want to do it that way, it does give you the same answer. Number 2, the probability of selecting one jazz, one country, and one rap CD in any order from 3 jazz, 2 country, 5 rap, replacing the CDs each time. So we're going to multiply these together. The probability, let's see, there's a total of 3 plus 2 plus 5. There's a total of 10. The fact that we're replacing it makes it independent. So the probability of getting a jazz one would be 3 out of 10. The probability of getting a country one would be 2 out of 10 because we're replacing it, so I still have 10. The probability of getting a rap one would be 5 out of 10. And then you just multiply that together. It does give you 30 over 1,000, which is 0.03, or 3 over 100. So any of those answers there are okay. Number 3, the probability that 2 cards from a deck are both aces. Alright, since it doesn't say with or without replacement, we're going to say that it's without replacement. Most of the time it'll tell you, but if it doesn't, it's probably without replacement because I'm just choosing 2 cards. That means that this is dependent. Alright, there are 4 aces in a deck, and because we're not replacing it, that means the next time around there's only 3, and there's only 51 cards. We did this one earlier, and that reduced to 1 over 221. Number 4, a bag contains 8 red marbles and 4 blue marbles. You randomly pick a marble and then pick a second marble without replacement, the marbles to the bag. What's the probability? The first is red and the second is blue. Because you're not returning it, that means it's dependent. Alright, and then the probability of getting a red, there's 8 red and 4 blue. That's a total of 12. Alright, red would be 8 over 12. Blue would be 4 over 11 because there's 1 less. So then if I multiply that together, it would be 32 over 132. And then if you reduce that, you get 8 over 33. Again, either of those answers are correct. Number 5, you flip a coin and then roll a fair 6-sided die. The coin lands heads up, die rolls a 1. Okay, these 2 events have no effect on each other. They are independent. Heads up would be 1/2. Rolling a 1 would be 1/6, so you get 1/12. Alright, last question. A basket contains 5 apples and 7 peaches. 5 plus 7 is 12, so it's 12 total. You select one piece of fruit, eat it, and then you randomly select another. The fact that you're eating it means that you're not replacing it. So the probability, not replacing, because you're eating it, that means it's dependent. The first piece of fruit is an apple, and the second is a peach. So there's 5 apples. There are 7 peaches, but there's 1 less because we've already eaten something. So then multiply. And if it reduces, it doesn't reduce, but you get 135 over 132.